today we're going to be looking at the new submarine that I built. It's called the SIGMAfish. I named it after the Sigma category of male, which is the best category of male to be. Thought I could embody that with this new submarine. Here's the whole thing. As you can see, it's got quite a cool face. Mohawk is featured. If we kind of take a look at it with the lights on, we kind of got this thing going on here. We can talk about the colours of this bit. I kind of like how ridiculous it is. So this is what it looks like lit up. I still need to put a few last finishing touches on it. Still need to do the labelling, though this time around the labelling's not so important because it is about less than half the size of the previous submarine that I built. So yeah, kind of a simple layout. Got the engine room, the oxygen generator. Below that we have some cruise quarters. Below that we have 2 of the 3 ballast tanks. Up here we've got the reactor room. Note these lights here. I'll talk about those in a moment. We've got the medical bay here, taking advantage of some of the new background wall textures that came with the update. They look pretty cool. Got a 3rd ballast tank here. Nice and easy accessible, but we've got lots of ballast for good depth speed. Here at the cargo bay, pretty standard, it's pretty similar to the one we have on the Cyclops. Here we have the main access shaft. This is the docking port. This is the docking port, goes all the way down. This will be the gunnery compartments. The guns are laid out in the same order. The periscopes are laid out in the same layout as the guns. So obviously this periscope corresponds to this gun, this one that one, this one corresponds to that gun, switch that off, and then yeah, this one corresponds to that gun. And you'll notice that we don't have complete coverage with the guns, but enough so that to use the discharge coil to try and displace as well as depth charges. Speaking of which, we have 3 depth charge chutes. Each one corresponds, as you would imagine. What's fun about this is that you could technically drop 3 depth charges all at the same time for a laugh. Yeah, notice more lights here, we'll get into those into a sec. And here we have the diving / armory. I might divide these rooms in a moment, but yeah, so that's it. It's really not too difficult to get from one corner of the ship to the other. I have tested flooding it completely and plugging all the holes to see if it's doable, and it definitely is. The AI is behaving a lot better on this one as well. As you can see, I'm just telling Michelle here to get the old reactor on, so there we go, and all the lights come on. Very nice. So yeah, we want to talk about these lights here. These lights, as you can read, correspond to the reactor's temperature. Obviously this last light being a full meltdown, which is pretty cool. We've got some different commands that the captain can use from the command thing. We've got a backup power array, so this one just turns the batteries on, and so we're not using the reactor's power anymore. Useful in a pinch. What's nice is this light comes on when we're on backup power and turns off again when we're not. Launch depth charge, it always launches the one closest. If you want to launch these two, you'll have to use these levers. But yeah, and then the last one is to shut down the reactor. Unfortunately, there is not a way that I could figure out of. Well, if you want the reactor shut down, make sure that you've not got a bot switched on to automatically power it back up again. That's not what you want. We've got some diving suits. Let's see what else we've got. Gunnery compartments. All the guns are a coil gun, and with the push of this button, become a railgun. So that's all 4 of them. Got some ammunition on board already. You may notice that the junction boxes are numbered. We'll get to that in a second. Let's see if there's anything else around here that we need to talk about. No, we'll just go straight to the reactor room. So here we are at the reactor room. You see these lights, just like the one on the command console, correspond to the reactor's temperature. If you actually want to see it in action, just turn that off automatic control, turn up the fission rate, and you can see that, yeah, we're getting to and then it'll gradually go back down again. Cool. Something to note, here's where the batteries are for when we go on the backup power array. Right now the recharge rate is on 50%. Obviously, the higher the recharge rate, the more demand we're getting from the reactor. You might as well just leave them all on 100 because the reactor is more than capable of supplying that much power. Same with these supercapacitors. This is where the rail guns and coil guns draw their power from. Again, you might as well turn them up to 100 when you start a mission. Okay, let's talk about the junction boxes. They're numbered. This is because we have the reactor, which goes straight into junction box number 1, and then it snakes around 9, 10, 11, 12, and then there's 24 junction boxes on the boat. The reason that it's important to know the numbering on the junction boxes of the SIGMAfish is that if junction box number 1 is broken, then everything after it will also be broken. And that's how it all works. So, you know, say 1 through 8 are fine, but 9's broke, then all these will remain fine, but everything after 9, all the way to 24, will cease to function. So this way it's easy for the engineers to actually do their fucking job once in a while, and you can just prioritise starting from the lowest number to the highest number. Most of them are in here. All the core functionality of the ship are in just these 16 junction boxes. And then every room has its own small junction box, pretty much just for its own light, and just in case we want to get up to any creative stuff in-game. Nothing to really talk about the engine room. We have meltdown alert alarms in every room. Just a little feature. Yeah, so that's the SIGMAfish. Bunk beds, you can lie in them now, that's nice. Get some shut-eye. Oop, and then oh, that's a fun feature, look at that, you can just brace right out of the bed, that's pretty sick. We've got the medical bay, ballast tanks, and then the airlock is down here. As you can see, it's so much quicker to get around. Yeah, so there you go. Boom. Dead now. Okay. Like I said, pretty much like 90% finished. Just got a few finishing touches to do. Then we should be certainly ready to go for Friday. Can't wait to start a new campaign. Stop this recording now.